Hi guys, welcome to Spring Boot session. In today's session, we'll discuss about what is the Spring Boot and how to implement a Spring Boot application and the basic concepts of Spring, that is inversion of control and dependency injection. So, what is the Spring Boot? Spring Boot is a Java-based framework. It is very much popular and it is a kind of standalone. We can develop a standalone application. So before discussing about a Spring Boot, let's discuss about the Spring concepts like inversion of control and dependency injection. So what is the inversion of control? Inversion of control is a principle in the software engineering by which the control of objects or the portion of program is transferred to a container or framework. So why Spring is using the inversion of control and what is the advantages? So let's before discussing the concepts theory, we'll discuss about with some example so that it will be more clear because discussing these points without example is difficult. Let me take some example. Yeah. So this is the example I have written here. We have some external library which is helpful to send a message to a specific application, like this is the interface service message. It is having abstract method send message, and this interface is been implemented by three different applications. One is Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp. I want to create a client application that actually sends a message to Twitter. To send a message to Twitter in my client application, I need to create an object first, which by which I can invoke send message. So to create that object, I need to know which class actually is implementing Twitter particular service. Here I have created an object, service message service is an object, and instantiating this object with the Twitter class. And I'm calling the send message using this object. That definitely invoke the Twitter override send message, and it will be sending the message to the Twitter. This is the traditional approach. In this approach, I need to understand what is the service class is used to implement message that sends to Twitter and Facebook and WhatsApp. So I need to know more details of external library. In case of Spring actually have features that we can use like dependency injection and IOC, where we can transfer uh, this piece of code to the framework or container. That is the configuring the bean or instantiating the bean or objects that can be done by the framework. Instead of we are doing, what we need to do is just inject the beans into our code, and we can use the service of those beans. So that is what dependency injection. Let me show you here the points here about IOC, the characteristics of IOC framework. In Spring framework, the IOC container is represented by the interface application context. The Spring container is responsible for instantiating, configuring, and assembling objects known as beans, as well as managing the life cycle. That means Spring framework will take care of this particular code, that is instantiating the bean or configuring the bean. So means somebody with some, so we can have some configuration class where we can define the beans, and those beans can be injected into our code, and we can develop our code without worrying about what is the service class that is implemented. So what is the dependency injection? Dependency injection is a pattern through which to implement IOC. So it is a kind of design pattern that we are using to implement IOC, where the control being inverted is the setting of objects dependencies. The act of connecting object with the other objects or injecting objects into other objects is done by an assembler rather than by the objects itself themselves. So let's write some sample code to understand more about this dependency injection and IOC using the Spring Boot project. I downloaded from the Spring website the basic template, then I implemented some classes. So let me tell you how to get the Spring template project from the website. So we can go to that Start Spring IO website, and we can select the whatever project language type we need. So I'm taking like Maven project, Java language, and Spring Boot version is 2.3.0, and I am taking Java version as 8. And we can add dependency here. What are the dependencies you want to download? Like Spring Web, Spring Boot, DevTools. We can select it, and then based on our requirements we need to select the dependencies. And if you click the generate, then it will download the Spring Boot in Spring Boot application as a zip file. Then we can extract and open our IntelliJ project. So if I go to that Maven pom.xml, it got the dependencies whatever we selected from the website, and that is included here, dependencies. That's good. And to save the time, I've created some classes already to explain about dependency injection. So the example I have taken, I created an interface like app user. So I'm implementing kind of an application which got different type of users. Take it as like it is school management application. So I got users like admin and student, parents, and teachers. These are different users, and these users are implementing the app user method get user details. So the app user, um, so the admin, I implemented the service in the admin, like I forwarded in the get user details. I'm just printing admin service and the message which is sent by the client. And parent, student, and the same kind of implementation I have done. Only thing is it will print the respective user details, like if it is a teacher, it is a teacher, student, and admin. Now I have created the client service also, which uses this app user interface to send the message to the corresponding user. So app user service is a client application, client service, which actually which actually send the message to the corresponding user. To do that, we need to get the object of the user, specific user, and using that object we can call get user details. This will be calling the corresponding user and sending the message. So basically what we are doing is we need to get the object of the correct user, either admin or parent or student. In traditional programming we can actually get the corresponding object by just creating a object here itself, like app user is the service a new, and if you want to send a message parent, I can get the parent and I can say a dot get user, and this will be sending the message to the parent user, but which I don't want to do because I am not sure what is the particular class that is implemented on the parent service. So let me not do that. So I want to inject the correct bean using the Spring dependency injection. So that's the reason I am using the @autovait, which will inject the correct bean based on the based on my requirement. So how that can be done? Let's discuss about how to inject the bean. Suppose if I want to send a message to specifically for admin, then I want to inject only the admin bean here, and I can call admin object. I can call get user details using the admin object. So this can be, so to do that, first we need to create a configuration class in the Spring, and we need to create the beans for the corresponding users. Then Spring framework or Spring application context will take care to get the correct beans. So I created the application config. This when you are creating a configuration class in the Spring to instantiate beans, you need to have annotation of a configuration at the right configuration, and you need to have component scan also, so that it will while starting the Spring, it will auto scan the it will scan these classes and it will create the beans, corresponding beans. So let me create a bean for app user service, which will inject here the admin bean. To do that, let me do that here at the rate bean. This will be returning admin bean, so I need to have return type admin, and I will call the method of this bean as admin. No, then I just need to return new admin. So this bean actually is creating object for the admin class. So similarly, I will do for student. So I created a bean for student. Now I want to invoke app user service, send message to user with admin. So I will create a bean for that also. So that will be sending app user service as a return type, and I will call this is admin message service. So and this admin service, now I need to inject admin bean to this constructor. For that, I need to inject admin object to the constructor. So I will take the bean instantiated, means bean which is being created by this service, that particular method. So to take that particular admin bean, we need to use the qualifier, as you need to give the method name admin, so it will find out the bean created for the admin. So let me say so admin service, I'll say admin service. Now I will create I need to inject this admin bean to that constructor, which I can do app user service. I will pass admin service here. So I am injecting admin bean there, and I will return app user service. And I will create a message service for student also. So the name here, qualifier name, should match with the bean which we created, bean name also, then only that will work. So I am injecting student bean here. So think that this configuration done by some other developer. He has just created the beans. So while developing my code, I can just no need to bother what are the services classes are implemented. Just I need to know what are the beans that I can use to call the admin or to call the student message. So I am a client now which is implementing app user service. Now I need to send a message to the admin. Let me get first admin message service bean. Then I will use that object and I will call the get user details to send a message. So to get the admin message service bean, Okay, so we have the context here, application context. So application context is maintained by the Spring framework. Now Spring framework is in control to instantiate beans and configuring the beans, and we have given the details to the Spring framework what beans to be created in the application configuration. Now we can just use of this context and we can play around to get the beans and call the corresponding service. How to get the bean using the context? Now just I need to con context dot get bean, and I will give the bean method name here, which will return the corresponding message service which I need, like admin message service I need. So if I give the method name here, it will be returning admin message service bean, which is app user service object admin bean. Okay, and you just need to do the casting. Okay, now I just need to call admin bean dot send message to user. I will say hello admin. Okay, so this is the our client program, and I'm doing is just getting that bean and calling the message without bothering about what is the class that is implemented admin. Cool. And I think I have done one mistake here. Let me tell you. So since the particular interface got multiple implementations and we created multiple beans, I think I need to mention one of the bean as the primary. Let me first run it and see whether this service is working or not. Okay, application is still starting up. Oh right, cool. It's saying admin service hello admin. So we are able to invoke admin service without bothering about what is the class is been implemented. Just getting the bean from the context. Let me call student also just to make sure we are doing the right thing. So I will get the bean for student. From the config class, what is the student message service? This one, and we are injecting the student bean. So this particular service will be invoking the student method. Okay, so now this is returning app user type service student bean. I need to cast to the student, then student bean dot send message to hello student. So in this output admin service, this is coming from admin class, admin service. Now from the for the student service, I'm expecting both admin service and student service to be printed here. So application is coming up. Yeah, cool. See, you can see both admin service and student service. So just to summarize, as a client, when we are implementing the client application, so to avoid understanding of the service being implemented by external library, Spring framework is giving a feature where it can instantiate or configure the beans for us. What we need to do is we just need to get the beans using the Spring framework, and we can make use of it. So no need to know about what is the service class is being implementing. That's what is done here. Just getting the beans, corresponding beans. No, and I'm calling the messages using calling the service using the beans. And this can be done by dependency injection, where we are using kind of auto void. If you see in the app use service, I am injecting the corresponding the user by sending the correct bean in the configuration. So you can see I am sending this admin bean. What is the admin bean is created, I'm passing to the constructor. That means I'm injecting there, and when we are calling the service, it is working on the correct bean. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening. If you have any doubts, please mention in the comment section. I can reply back. And if you like this video, please subscribe. In the next session, we'll discuss more about the Spring Boot. Thank you so much.